Vayikach Korach. Says in the Torah, Vayikach Korach. Korach took himself. So Vayikach Korach. He took himself. And what it says, what? Ben Yitzhak, Ben Koz, Ben Levi, Vayakum, when they stand in front of Moshe Rabbeinu, Vayikalo Moshe and Aaron, when they stand in front of Aaron and Moshe. So let's see if Sichas Yisro he talks about it. It starts Agdom. Before he gets to Korach, he has a little Agdom. So it's too cold here. Yeah, it's too cold. Yeah, the cut there is too cold. It's too cold. I want to see. What? No, I'm cold. I sit there and I'm boiling hot. I sit here, it's cold. Too cold.
Yeah, because you're not over there, you're not by the...
Yeah, it's too cold.
You don't have air conditioning over there.
I know, here, but here's... Not here. Huh? No, don't open the window. No, only do one. Do only one. Not 4 or 5. Do one. Do one. Do one and close only one. One is enough. Not 5 or 4 machines. One. Huh? Okay. Okay. Now today we're learning a bigger side today. I hope I get to it. But Agdom himself is also a Shiur. Before you get to the real piece of Vayikach Korach, he has literally Agdom here, and Agdom himself is the Mussar Shvis V'atzma.
So which one are we going to say?
I start with Agdom because this is the Agdom. I cannot start without the Agdom. Mama zalakuach misei v'chochma Mussar b'shem tno b'ni libcholi. Then he says like this: Yekalta ala mama aniko b'shem boni matem. You value the mama that is called Boni Hashem, means you are the children of Hashem. Nitpa'alta mimeni, you got excited from this word we learned. Yofer chivanta ki gam ani mishtomim me'oid abaman. You, Baruch Hashem, your kavana is straight, is beautiful, and I'm also a wonder for that word dvato arbe moed, for that dvato that the mama boni matem, I'm wondering what, wow, and that word wow. He says, how it cannot be, I won't get excited this would have told. How can be, he says. Wow, I hear this vato, how it cannot be excited in this vato. He talks to himself. How it cannot be excited about Torah. If you have here, if you have a mind in your head, you'll be excited about Torah. If you live it thinking this about Torah, you may get excited.
You have a thought in your head.
Not only that, all your life you'll be excited from Dvar Torah. For this Dvar Torah, you can be excited all your life in this Dvar Torah.
Which was this one or last?
This Mama Boni Matem. This Mama Boni Matem. I don't know if my mama is Boni Matem. That's my mama. Not this Dvar Torah.
Not this one.
No. But you have to remember the Dvar Torah. If you remember the Dvar Torah, all your life you'll be excited. You'll be happy, excitement, learning from Torah.
Rabbi, Shlomo, can I retranslate?
Yes.
He's basically saying, I am about to give you a Devar Torah that will blow your mind.
Right, exactly. Now he says,
That's what he's saying.
and that Dvar Torah that I teach you, the Dvar Torah, Boni Matem, Yo'eret Shukuk Doi Lekayim Torah Mitzvahs. That Dvar Torah will Mo'ere, what does Mo'ere mean?
Arouse you.
Awake you, arouse you, what to do? To Shukuk Doila. To Shukuk Doila means a tremendous desire. The desire to do what? Lekayim HaTorah mitzvahs, to do the Torah mitzvahs. The Torah get you, wow, tremendously desire to get you to what? To Torah mitzvahs. Re, Bini. Look, my son. Ma yuvan ato mama. Now you understand what the Zohar says. Ma de rochik ma oraisa. Rochik ma kadosh baruch hu. I'm telling you the secret. If you follow, I tell you the secret. Listen, how you check yourself if you're close to Hashem or not? How you know if you're close to Hashem or not? If you're close to the Torah, you're close to Hashem. You're far away from Torah, you're far away from Hashem. And now, and one Chazal, this word Vator, you can get excited all your life. And get one Vator, if you're close to it all your life, excited. So, if you lost one Vator, you lost a diamond. Zachinu lemama noira ze boni matem. We zoichet lemama es kol boni matem. Re, see, kam esh odom nirdaf achar mitzvahs. How much a person has to run after mitzvahs. Ki adei mitzvah sheratzis alasos nidgalach hamama nizgor lazeh. Because you wanted to do a mitzvah, Hashem is megal you this mama es kol boni matem. It means like this.
I have no idea what the Galgal and all these words.
We don't, I said like this, I explain outside. Listen, David.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Saba Mikelem says to his son, listen, baby, listen, son. Son, listen. You're zoichet to get a mama is called Boni Matem Hashem Elokecha. Because you did one mitzvah, was zoichet you to do that mama, to be zoichet to Boni Matem that mama. And that Vator alone can make you excited all your life, in order to get all your life to excite if you remember that mama.
Yeah, but he just said he didn't understand the words you were saying, then you said all those words again, and you didn't translate them to English.
You didn't hear what I said again. You listen again.
Okay.
No,
You have to listen.
Right. He's right.
I listen.
He's right. You said
Russ,
Marmar, you said Bilbao.
I listen.
What's the concept?
The concept.
Before he didn't ask you the concept, he said he didn't understand the words you were saying.
Okay, listen. The concept is like this. Listen, the concept is like this. Saba Mikalim tells to his son, because you did this mitzvah, you had a schus to this Vatorah. And that Vatorah can get you excited all your life from day 9 till you die. You have excited for one word of Torah. And he says this, from that Torah, if you're close to it, you're close to Hashem. Far away from it, you're far away from Hashem.
Close from that to word Torah?
From that Torah. That Torah is only one example of one of the words of Torah. Says it.
Sure? Or if it's
Yes.
Torah itself, what's a different way?
No, if you get close to Hashem, you're close to Torah. You're close to Torah, he says.
It's not the same thing? Not the same.
The specific Torah, because it's called Torah. Okay, so they get like this. I'll explain this to you. So they get the concept. David, it's called, you did a small mitzvah. That mitzvah get a schus to have a Dvar Torah.
To hear it.
To write a Dvar Torah.
To write that the son wrote the Dvar Torah? That what? That he's going to hear it from his father?
No, his father, the son was Zoichet Dvar Torah. The son was Zoichet Dvar Torah.
To what? To hear the
To write a shtickle Torah. To write a shtickle Torah. To write a shtickle Torah. And that Torah is called, we are children of Hashem. That's the Dvar
The
Torah.
son wrote that Dvar Torah?
The son wrote that Torah.
Fine.
And then his father says to me, and that Torah, you got excited with him, and every time I look at that Torah, I get excited, and how can I be excited that Torah?
And I what?
How I cannot be excited?
How I cannot be?
Samuel McKellum says, how I cannot be excited from that Torah that you wrote? And he says, this.
He understands.
David, you understand what I'm saying, David? Are you talking? You understand what I said? So listen, I went over because of you.
My question is does it really matter?
Yes.
It really matters, all these, that it matters that it's the guy, the rabbi is telling his son, so what's the Devar Torah?
No, he's trying to tell you,
Is that the main point of this?
is giving you a chana, he prepares you for the next piece.
Okay.
There's the next piece, listen, now, after
That
you
makes
say,
it easier for me to understand than a bunch of Hebrew words. That's all.
explain it.
If
This is,
you're telling me that this is an introduction to the
I
fact
said it,
that
I
this
said
is
it.
a great
I said it, David.
Okay, good.
I said it clearly before I started. I said it right up Chaim.
He did say it, but maybe he didn't.
He didn't hear
If
it.
that's the case, so
But you're using a lot of Hebrew words and you're not translating into English. You're saying Hana, and you're saying Zoicha, and all these things.
Okay, so now say it in English. In English.
It's just distracting.
And I don't understand them also because you're not saying them in modern Hebrew, so you can't
I get it like this. I get like this, Nochama. Very good, very good. No problem.
Introduction.
Well, you get the idea. He's teaching you a lesson. The father saying to his son, why you soichet et
What
vatorah?
does Zoichel mean? What does that mean?
Why you gotta merit?
Why don't you just say merit?
Okay, because the Hebrew word it says it. Okay, again, why you gotta merit to wrote this Torah, this word of Torah?
That you wrote.
Your son wrote. Why? Father says to his son, why you gotta merit to write this word of Torah? Because you did a mitzvah. You did this mitzvah, got the mitzvah. Don't know which mitzvah is it. You did that mitzvah, got you to get a merit and wrote that Torah.
Good.
Now, and that Torah is so powerful, so much that you got excited from it, and I guess that Torah can get me excited all your life from that Torah.
All my life or his
Whose
life?
life?
Everybody's life, you read that Torah. His son's life and his father's life.
That's not everybody. That's the father and the son.
Everybody says everybody. He says if you have only a little bit sense in your mind and you read it, wow, you get excited. He says it.
Anybody would.
Yeah, he says everybody. Now, what is that they get again? So what is the point here? The point is, what is the lesson you want to tell to his son?
Yes, please, that's what I want.
Not the lesson about Torah. It says run after mitzvahs. Because his father's telling a lesson to his son. You think they say you run after a mitzvah. I did a mitzvah. You ran after a mitzvah, Hashem give you here. You're able to get a merit for Torah.
So then how is that different from mitzvah and mitzvah?
What?
How is that not the same as a mitzvah? It's another mitzvah. Griras mitzvah or whatever.
He says, how's it
How's
different from
Very
How's
good.
it different from that?
No, but he's telling you here, very good. Mitzvah, you think it's a mitzvah, cause you're not a mitzvah, the same mitzvah.
Not the same.
Even did a mitzvah. Here, the mitzvah is like a Torah. It's different. Mitzvah, you did a mitzvah. Like helping a Jewish. I'll tell you a famous story. Remember this story. I never names, no one. One time was a boy in Yeshiva, it was a person in Yeshiva here. The Rabbi said to me, this person never get married. The Rabbi told me, never get married. It was this boy in Yeshiva, the Rabbi told me, this person will never get married. In his life ways. He was very extreme, who knows what the story, I won't say names, extreme, and not only that, extreme, and
Whatever.
and his midas wise.
So
So,
the violent, angry guy.
no, you don't know the name. No, know the
I don't
name.
know the name. I heard the story before.
I never heard the story. You never heard the story.
No?
Never heard the story from
All
him.
right.
You never heard the story.
Okay.
So what happened was, how is Zoicha to have Torah?
How was he married?
How you got a merit to get Torah? That boy. One time, one time, he came Friday morning, and they had this person who was in jail. Someone. And what happened with the story is, they had to take him out of jail. and they had to sign 40,000 shekel to take him out of jail. Not 10 shekel, not that. 40,000 shekel to take him out of jail. That was a hard case.
He had
But
to
the-
give or sign
No, to sign.
that he would give 40?
He took
They took it himself to give 40?
no, you have to see arvut. I say arvut. You have to say guarantee.
Guaranteed.
Guarantee 40,000 shekel then.
If the boy didn't...
If the guy doesn't listen,
If he runs to the U.S.
something, and that person, he doesn't know him so much, and he only came to Bismesh. It was a story happened. He lived and the person that lived here lived in Mershoim. Doesn't live here even. But that ex-person didn't even.
Was the one in jail or the other one?
The person that they put him in jail, he doesn't even know him really. He doesn't really know him. But he had a mitzvah in front of him, and he went. I remember he went to the jail. He went, and they took him out of jail, and he signed 40,000 this. And then I took him and sent him to Meitzad, and he was there for Shabbos. You don't know it. Kids and that put him back. Kids and the story short. And after 2 weeks, mamish like a dat, he found the shidduch. After 2 weeks. And he found who? A daughter that is one of the biggest rabbis, and then he's zoichet to have Torah. Because before that, he didn't even have Torah. Before they was learning with a wife, he didn't have really Torah. Because he did a mitzvah, came in front of him, Hashem was zoichet for Torah. Torah means not only learning Torah. Torah is living the Torah. See, Torah means only learning the Bris Medrash. Torah means taking the Torah, putting it in our life, keeping Torah right. This means Torah. And that person was Zoich, and he did that. I saw it myself. Baruch Hashem, he has 10 children already, married, children. No one knows why I don't say names. No one knows in Bris Medrash. The point is, we do something, a mitzvah comes in front of you. So you say, I'm about to Torah, I do that. Sometimes one is cheshbonis you have. But this he says, listen, you have to sometimes run after a mitzvah. Because the mitzvah is zoiche, or get them married to do it, or come to you. For Torah, there's other things that come out of it. You don't see all the big picture comes in front of you. It's not always the thing. Also, now I'll tell you this, I'll tell you another story, not mitzvahs, and business-wise also. Was this taxi driver told me a story like this. I was in Old City here, I lived in Old City years ago, and someone asked him to go to Hazeisim. Hazeisim, he's only from Old City, he's standing almost an hour to get a taxi, only so close. Says, listen, but the guy has to go to Hazeisim, what's the daven? So do a mitzvah to take him to Hazeisim.
But they said to the taxi driver, do a mitzvah.
No.
Should do a mitzvah.
No, I have to go. Who goes to Hazeisim for mitzvah? The daven in Hazeisim, the daven in a grave.
What do you do with the taxi driver?
No, he needs a taxi, but taxi doesn't want to take him because it's a small ride, and he doesn't, and it's small. They don't give really money, and he's waiting an hour. He wants to take a good.
Oh, the taxi driver's waiting an hour?
The taxi driver's taking an hour, waiting an hour.
To get somebody to take a ride.
Yeah. So he took him. He said he did like a mitzvah, but he told me after he took him down to Hazeisim, came someone there standing at Hazeisim, says I need to go to Tzfat, I have to go to Miron, I have to go to Elad. In 2 weeks, he made almost a couple of $1,000 from the 2 weeks. And then he told me he sent him to America 10 people to Emesheli, and he had a Subaru, he bought a Mercedes. And that he told me from one little thing, Hashem made him rich. So mitzvah you do, you went after one mitzvah, what could cause you
Get the chef off.
Shefa nothing. So it looks like you want to give the mitzvah, losing and then you don't see next step. This is only also famous story. There's a guy, famous story happened in New York, in New York in Lakewood, near Lakewood Yeshiva. Was this person had 13, 14 kids, and there's one room on this small house, and then what to do? And his wife says, "You want more children?" He said, "I make more children. Don't worry. I shall worry about the money. About the house, don't worry about the house." Saying so, they have another child happens, and the house is another child. The house is very crowded. It's very hard to live in a small place like that. But after a couple of days, he gets a letter from the court. They need him to come to court. So what? He has to go to court. What do I have to do a court in America? He goes. He asks his rabbi, he learns in Lakewood. He goes, what to do? To go to the court. He said, go. Don't worry, Hashem will help you. He goes to court, and he says, the judge says, listen, you are in Lakewood Yeshiva and all there, you have the most children in all Lakewood. You have 15 children, everybody's 13. You have 14, 15 kids. And this person, this guy, he said, I'm giving all my money, or my house and my money, who has the biggest, he had no children, who has the biggest family in Lakewood. And he had extra one child, got it to have, because another 3 people had the same, 14 kids, we had 50. Extra child got it to have the big house. He got a big house with a pool, and nice house, and he got money in the bank that he could also raise his own children from that house. So you see, he did an extra mitzvah to have another child, got it to have all the money. So when he had 14 kids, he didn't have the money. He did extra mitzvah, and he pushed himself another child. What Hashem gave him? A house, another money, and everything what he needs. Because sometimes the bracha comes, and then I want to finish the same idea also. Boaz and Ruth. Boaz was, what is his main tikkun was the last day of his life. He did mitzvahs, he was the shofet in Klal Yisrael. But the last day of his life, when he met Ruth, and he lived with Ruth, and King David HaMelech, says that was the last, is all his life is for one test that he would do this Ruth, was the last day of his life. He had one test, the last day of his life. All his life is a preparation for the last day of his life, and the last day of his life he had his test. To be with Ruth, or not? Everybody says, how can he with Ruth? But he dashed Moavi, but Moavis. Only a Moavi cannot be Moavis could be. And that was a stick in the last day of his life. So a person, and from that he was Zoiche, from him came David HaMelech. From him he was able to mamshich, to be klali so for the last of his life. So sometimes, one mitzvah, look what happens, I don't think I know, we can Zoiche to fall, Zoiche David HaMelech. From him, David Mashiach, he was Zoiche from him. Because the last day of his life, he did extra mitzvah. He pushed himself to live with Ruth. He was an old man, he died the same day. But the point is, he put in how old he was. He was 100-something years old.
80.
What?
80, but he had 60 sons and 60 daughters. They all died in his lifetime.
And he had 60 kids and died all of them. The point is, and he's not a lazy person. He had 60 kids. And his last day of life, he has to push himself.
60 or 16?
60. And he had 60, and he had children. And he pushed himself extra. He didn't need to get married. He's a very older man. He has to get married with a Yores, a Rus. He has to push himself to get married. Older his age, he's an older man already. But he has an extra mitzvah. He pushed himself to extra mitzvah, not a push. And actually ran after that mitzvah, boom! He was Zoichet, and from him come David HaMelech. All the things come. So this is the point he tells you. You run after mitzvah, God could cause you Torah, to say one Dvar Torah of Bani Hashem. And that Dvar Torah can get, wow, you can get excited and environment all your life with one that Dvar Torah. So, you did a mitzvah, but you see a result. Don't sometimes, a mitzvah comes in front of you, he doesn't know. I remember a story, I was saying a story.
I feel like he's just praising his son.
Nah, he's praising, teaching us a lesson.
No, he's praising his son so that his son feels good, so that he can finally get to the Torah.
Why do you write this article?
No, you're not only praising, he's teaching you. It's in
That's
you.
what the whole article says? The whole article talks about
No,
teaching the mitzvah?
it's part of the article.
Nah, see, tell you, we learn soon, you see how, and I have a rule. I've been learning and then you go back, after you learn about Torah, you see that it's connected. Every word is connected like no, it's like a puzzle. It's called the Dover of Tzaktin. It's like a puzzle. And this is like a puzzle. After you finish it, you have to see why this word is said. And not stam, I'm telling you, it's everything connected.
I didn't say it was stam. I did not say it was
No,
stam.
it's connected to it.
I didn't say, it's an introduction to the fact that the Torah, there's a principle there, and then he prays the Son.
Yeah, but he tells you to that message. He's giving a message one after mitzvah. And mine's a story of mine now. It was this person in a bus. It's a famous story. Everybody wrote it. It was this person, not even mitzvah. Listen to this story. Not even a part of a mitzvah. Was the person taking the bus here. Number one thing. This is like a couple years ago when they stood for stones, and he had the book in his briefcase, and he's only taking the bus from me. And he said, "Listen, I know about heart, the Chaz of the Gemara. I know about it, but listen, I learn better if I look at the book inside." So what he does, he goes down to pick up the book, and meantime, when he put his head down, a stone went above his head.
Wow.
Well, boom, above his head. Immediately, he was learning in the number one bus here. Number one bus. And the Arabs are throwing stones.
The window was open?
No, the stones, they didn't have bullets. They didn't have that thing, they got
The
bullets.
glass broke and didn't hit him, or
No, because the stones are so powerful, they went in the stone. It went in there.
Went into the window?
Yes.
Went through the window.
Rolled the window, went in. So what happened was that because he said this, I learned better Torah. I push myself better learning Torah when I look at the book inside, not only outside by heart. If I look inside the book, I better. So what he did, he went back down to take out the book, and the stone went above his head like that. Above his head like that, in the same moment. And if he didn't do the extra mitzvah, he pushed aside the extra mitzvah. This is a message. He's teaching you a message.
I don't know, is that an extra mitzvah?
Beichus, yes. Torah beichus, yes.
But is that part of the same mitzvah?
It's eichus mitzvah. It's called extra mitzvah.
It's an extra mitzvah, or it's doing the mitzvah better?
It is called, how you learn it is called, the mitzvah is b'shleimus. Tikkuno, tikkuno. Rosh Chazal.
He did the mitzvah rather than adding to the mitzvah. He did the mitzvah.
Yeah, also if you sit and
He didn't do the
learn,
mitzvah.
no, it's a minute to
Reviewing
do.
the head's not a mitzvah, but when he gets the book, it's a mitzvah.
No, because he
Meaning
felt.
can't-
So then what
No.
did he add? So then what mitzvah did he do?
I explain. Very good question you're asking. Well, if you learn by heart, the Torah will be this type of level. Eichus like
He's
this.
still doing the same mitzvah.
It's do mitzvah Torah.
Wait, I think I learned this today. It's enhancement of a mitzvah.
What?
Enhancement.
Making more quality.
So enhancement.
More eichus. I said eichus.
Yeah, nobody knows what that word means.
Eichus. More qualitative the mitzvah. More quality.
Enhancement.
And Talmud Torah, we see Rabbi Akiva, he pushed himself to learn Torah b'tzibu because it has a more eichus mitzvah. So even the kimoisa nefesh.
I don't know what those words
You
I
got
explain it.
Neither do the people watching.
I'll explain what it means like this. And Torah, we see a rule that by Rabbi Akiva, he himself, he went to teach Torah in front of Klal, even was a special commandment from the government, from the Romans, he cannot learn Torah, not to teach Torah in public. And he pushed himself to teach Torah in public. So ask him, how you can teach Torah in public? You make yourself in danger. So he said, to teach Torah in different quality, this now won't be the same as learning by myself. If I learn by myself, the Torah is X. If I learn Torah, the teaching, the Torah is much bigger echos for that, more quality, more. So because of that, he pushed himself, and he was zoichet to, and Hashem said, he got the merit to do what he has to do. Okay, the point is, we finished the Akdama, we finished only the condition, we didn't finish, we started with our Korach. The point is also, after you have the Dvar Torah, so he says that gives you a rule. If you're close to the Torah, you're close to Hashem. Says it.
Close to that Dvar Torah?
After you magdir, this is called Dvar Torah.
After you what?
After you have a special, after you made a special stamp, you said this is called Dvar Torah. So then you're close to it, you're close to Hashem. Far away, you're far away from Hashem.
That what he wrote?
That I wrote.
That made him close to Hashem?
No, after you have a gather. After you made a special gather. You know, you make a special. You make what? No, you have to make a decision. I mean, after you know this is called Torah, so you're close to it, you're close to Hashem, far away from Hashem. After ready, you know this is called Torah, so if you're close to it, you're close to Hashem, far away from Hashem. So not say, listen, after I did the Torah and it stays. No, this is called Torah. If I'm close to it, it's close to Hashem.
What means close to it? How does it mean?
I mean, you have to be connected to it.
How do you explain things?
We remember it. We remember it.
Remember it?
Yes, it says remember it.